Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Memory Keeping Mondays. My name is Julia Green. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And just recently I started doing these Memory Keeping Mondays. So I might do a video, I might just do a post, I might just show you a page I've been working on, all those kind of things. But Mondays are going to be dedicated to memory keeping here at Stamping with Julia. So I've refigured my camera and stuff a little bit today, so I apologize. Still working on the lighting. The lighting is always an issue for me, so I apologize. But I did move my camera around a little bit so that hopefully we could get all of the 12 by 12 in. Let me just see. I think I might be able to come back a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. All right. So I'm working on my table here. Stuff has a tendency of crouching in, but we're gonna go with it anyway. So I wanted to talk to you today about the scrapbooking kits that Stampin' Up! Has recently started offering. We have a online brochure right now. You can go to my Stampin' Up! Website and you can access this scrapbooking brochure, okay? And in the scrapbooking brochure, one of the kits that you'll find in there is this one called Meant to Be. So I'm going to hold this up a little bit closer. Okay, so it comes all like this and in a nice big plastic bag, basically, Ziploc plastic bag. These are going to be your directions. Those are going to be the 3 2-page layouts that you're going to make, okay? On the so you have 1, 2, 3, and each one is 2 pages. So the kit makes 6 pages. Okay, down at the bottom it's going to tell you some things that you might need. This one, it gives the number of the stamp set. It's called Meant to Be Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. Oh no, it's just the kit. You need the kit. And then it's going to say the 24-26 Stampin' Right marker assortment. You need Petunia Pop is the marker that they're looking for. Stamp and seal, a paper trimmer, and snips, okay? And then each page is going to give you some different size photos, okay? And they give you over here, the way the photos are going to be is either portrait or landscape. So for the first project, you're going to need 4 3x3 pictures for project 1. And you're going to need a 4x6. So the 4x6 is going to go over here on this one, and the 4 3x3 pictures are going to go on that page there, okay? Now, if you're an avid scrapbooker, you could go ahead and do whatever you want with this kit as well. You don't have to follow the directions. You could just buy the supplies and make your own pages. That's up to you too as well. But it does give you all the directions. So what I did with mine, and I'm going to do with this one, is I took the staple out. Let's see if I can grab something here that I can lift the staple out. Let's see if this will work without bending that. Yeah, it works perfectly. All right, so we're going to take the staple out. I just found that made things a lot easier. Then I could flip the pages over, back and forth, and here and there and everywhere. All right, so directions are going to be very similar to what we're used to with Paper Pumpkin or any other kind of time that they've had kits, okay? So there's a little blurb up here to get you started, okay? It basically says to get everything that you need, okay? You're going to check the orientation of each layout, okay? The light gray pieces on the cutting guard are the project pieces. The white pieces are going to be pieces that are going to be left over. So as you can see, you're going to have leftovers of all, and some of them you have some pretty big pieces of leftovers to do other scrapbooking pages with. They say stamp and seal to adhere pieces and use a fine tip of the Petunia Pop marker to add some details. So that's the technique. So each one is going to have a featured technique. Sometimes they have more than one featured technique, but the one for this one is adding details with a Stampin' Right marker. So that's just that, okay? Now, I don't know if you guys can see, but on the directions, okay, let's look at this one up close and personal. See the little tiny pair of scissors there? That's where you're going to want to make your first cut, okay? So you're going to grab this piece of paper, okay? It's going to have the bees on one side and the honeycomb on the back. And that's exactly how you're going to put it into your cutter, okay? And for your first cut, you're going to go all the way over to 8 inches and make a cut down through, okay? And then you're going to make a cut across at 4 3/4, and that is going to be 2D, okay? And what I did on the opposite side, so I knew that the green was the back, okay? So on the back side, I wrote the numbers or the letter numbers, the coordinating pieces on the back. So on this one, once I cut the 8 inches by 4 3/4, on the back side, I wrote 2D, okay? And you can do that with a pencil if you want, so you could erase it if you make a mistake. Or you could use Post-it notes, whatever. But you're going to want to mark these pieces, because what you're going to want to do first is go through and cut all your DSP up, okay? But you're going to want to make sure you have them all marked. So if it's 2D, we know that that's the second layout, number 2 layout, okay? If it's the first layout, it's going to have a number 1 first. If it's the third layout, it's going to have a number 3. So this one is 3E and 3K, so we know that's going to go on the third layout that there is, okay? So you go ahead and you cut everything out. And so these are all your cutting directions, okay? Now you're going to start assembling. So it's going to have the top page is going to have you, go ahead and it's going to have a nice clear image. Down here, it's a little bit of a foggy image, but it's got all the numbers on there of what you're putting. So 1C goes there, 1H there, 1I, 1J, 1D. And it tells you to be a 1/2 inch in, a 1/2 inch down here on the corner. And then there's a white piece that's around there that sticks out by 1/8 inch, okay? So that one would be 1A is your pink, 1B is going to be your white, and we're going to leave 1/8 inch all the way around there, okay? So it's pretty easy when you're putting it together. It might seem a little confusing right now. And then here is layout number 2, and then we have layout number 3, okay? So it's pretty simple and easy, and as you saw, there is leftovers, which is kind of fun that there's leftovers. So you can make some more pages if you wanted to with the leftovers, okay? Let's take a look at the papers that are in this. I love these. So this was that first one that we were talking. We had the bees on one side, and we got the honeycombs on the other. We've got the bzz, the little, and then we have this fun old olive and white plaid, okay? And there's 2 sheets of that. And then we have this fun one with the little flowers. And then we have this fun pool party stripe on the other side. And there's 2 of those. Then we have these fun flowers. Okay, and then on the other side of the flowers is just white. Okay, and then we have this fun yellow, which if you look at it real close, it almost looks like polka dots, but up real close, it is little tiny flowers, okay? And on the other side, that's white as well, okay? Then we have our solid colors. So we have bubble bath, we have old olive, we have pool party, and then we have some white, okay? So let's gather those up. Now, this page is the punch-out page. And I don't know if you can see that, but it's die-cutted. There's flowers and hearts in there, okay? So there's like, and you're going to punch all those out. And if you turn those over, those are marked as to what you're going to need. So you need 2 hearts for the first page, 2 hearts for the second page, and 3 flowers for the third page. And the rest of those are extras. Okay, so that's kind of fun. Then we have our sticker page. Okay, and the sticker page is just that. It's stickers. Okay, and I went ahead and on mine, when I did my kit, the other kit that I did, I went ahead and I marked next to them which page they went on. so I knew what I had for leftovers. Okay, and then they give you these fun little templates to put your pictures. So even if you don't have pictures, you can go ahead and you can mount these on there. And I just did these with, I actually just put them on with a little pop dot, or not a pop dot, but a little glue dot, so that I could peel them off afterwards. Or if you want, you can use them as a mount to put them on. But this is going to give you, so the other thing is when you're looking for your 3x3 pictures too, when you're, like most of us, we have 4x6 pictures, you could cut a 4x6 picture down to 3x3 to use for the page. That's what these are for. And they give you all the ones that you're going to need for all the different pages. Okay. So that's one of the kits. This particular kit costs $36. Okay. And it is meant to do as a workshop. So if it is something that you are interested in and you'd like to gather some of your scrapbooking friends, I'd be more than happy to come to you and do this as a scrapbooking workshop. If you live locally to me, I am going to be doing a scrapbooking workshop this Sunday afternoon. And we are going to be using the scrapbooking kit called Wildflower Birthday. Okay. So here I have one. All right. And this kit is also, I think, $36. This one might be $33. I don't know. I'd have to look now. But this one is $36. So if you're local to me and you want to come Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock, we're going to assemble this one. Again, it's 3 2-page layouts. The technique for this is creating flagged ends on your paper pieces. The only thing you needed to bring for this one was an adhesive, your paper trimmer, and your snips. And again, it gives you the sizes of the piece, the pictures that you're going to need too as well. All right, and as you can see, this is the bag I said that they all come in. So I'm gonna put my B one back in my bag. Okay. So these are kind of fun. And like I said, if you are the avid scrapbooker and you've been scrapbooking for a long time, you could, you know, doctor these up or change them up or do whatever, but it gives you a really lot of nice materials in there that all coordinate to do some pages. So that's kind of fun for the avid scrapbooker too. And sometimes people just like having the kits and stuff. So in that catalog, it's going to show you in the catalog as well that there's some other coordinating things that you can buy. So one of the things that you can buy is the stamp set and dies that go with it. And this is the meant to be stamp set, photopolymer stamp set. And then look at these fun dies with the honeycomb or the hexagon shape. I actually bought this just because of that shape, because it's something different that we don't have all the time, okay? And you can get some of the DSP individually. I've got the package of DSP. This is a little bit different. It's got a few different pieces in it than the kit, like this. It's got the bigger bees. It's got the honey jars. So this paper is a little bit different. It's got the honey jars. And then it's got, instead of pink, it's got green of the little bzz. We got some little tiny bees. And then we have hearts on the other side. Isn't that fun? So yeah, so this paper is a little bit different than the paper that's in the kit. So that was why I bought it, because it was different than what was in the kit. And let's see, what else did I want to mention to you guys about? So there's a bunch of different kits on there. For those of you guys that like the little bunny that looks like Beatrix Potter, there is a kit that coordinates with that stamp set in there. And it has a few more, it has another stamp set that goes with it. So it's, a lot of the stuff coordinates with stuff that we have in the full line or in the mini catalog. So, hey, Chels. So, I decided to do a scrapbook page using the hexagons and the stamp set. So here's my scrapbook page that I came up with. I was pretty happy with it. Let's see if I can get it up. Well, I guess you can see the whole thing. I'm still working on the whole 12 by 12 setup for you guys. So, oh geez, I pushed that back. Now you can see more of the stuff on my. All right. Uh-oh. Structure fire. Oh boy. I'm getting a bleepity bleep across my thing that says that we have a structure fire. So I'm going to get going because both the ambulance and the fire department got called. So I'm going to let you guys go. But anyway, this was the picture I had in mind. This was on my camera roll on my phone. So this was the picture that I had in mind for this. But then I decided that this was kind of too cutesy for that picture. So I'm not really sure what picture I'm going to put there. But I made my own 4x6 picture template so that I had that to work with when I was working. So that's just another good thing for you guys to have in mind, that if you're doing layouts, you can do these picture templates. And so that, you know, if you have like 3 pictures and you know you want to get 3 pictures on this page, make a template. So this happens to be a 4x6 picture, which is what that picture was. Okay, and so that way there you can look through your phone, and if you're like me and you're looking for a way to print your pictures out, you can make scrapbook pages and then add your pictures later. So that's always something to keep in mind. So that's all I got for you today. Thanks so much for stopping by for my Memory Keeping Monday, but hopefully you like my scrapbook page that I made for you today. I did explain the kits a little bit, so if you're interested in the kits, by all means, always reach out to me if you have any questions or anything like that. And as always, thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll all be stamping together real soon. So have a great rest of your afternoon.